Welcome to Catholic Plus, where we are finding faith in fun. Today, we are looking at my favorite Star Wars character of all time, Yoda, and how he resembles the Pope of the Catholic Church. Join me, my fellow faithful fans, as we mine entertainment for the treasures of our Catholic faith and share them for the good of souls. So, what does this esteemed Jedi Master for the last several centuries, as well as the Grand Master of the Jedi High Council and the General of the Grand Army of the Republic, have in common with the Holy Father, also known as the Vicar of Christ on earth and the Servant of the Servants of God? Well, for starters, a lot of titles, which is to be expected for someone in the highest position of one of the most significant organizations in their respective universes. I mean, Yoda being the head of the Jedi Order, which has served the Star Wars galaxy for over 1,000 generations, according to Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope, is going to hold a well-respected position. Undeniably, the Jedi were one of the most significant groups in the history of that galaxy. So there's going to be a lot of respect and appreciation for Yoda, who is the top of the Jedi Order, or whoever is filling that position of the Grand Master of the Jedi Order. Similarly, the Pope, as head of the Catholic Church, is the most significant single figure in the largest organization in the history of the world. No organization has ever had more members than the Catholic Church, and no current office held by another person has enjoyed such a long reign as the last 2,000 years. This is a record currently held by the Pope. On top of that, the Jedi Order and the Catholic Church are inherently hierarchical. That means that they have a structure with a few members at the top, with power over a larger series of groups as you move down the ranks, a lot like the military. This is something that is becoming incredibly unpopular over the last few centuries, as people have attempted to rip apart institutionalized religions. The undeniable fact, though, is that such an institution is essential to provide unity as well as coherence among its members, again, like the military. That is why in a religion of Christianity that has thousands upon thousands of independent denominations, nearly half of all Christians are Catholic, which is what makes Catholicism the largest single organization in the world today and of all time, because amongst the world's religions, Christians make up not quite a third of the world's religions, and Catholics make up almost half of all Christians. So Catholics make up nearly a sixth of the entire world's population, and the world's population has been growing like exponentially, which means that the population centuries ago was so much less than what it is now that any organization today that is really, really large and has been around for quite a while is going to have a ton of members, even compared to the rest of human history. That institution of both the Jedi and Catholicism helps hold us together as a family in the midst of the world brewing with chaos and disorder. And that's true both in our world and at times when the Jedi were serving. So too, the Jedi are also a family in defense of peace and justice in the Old Republic. Now, that hierarchy also lends itself to structure on many levels. The Pope, or the Grand Master of the Jedi Order, is at the top, and he holds that position not as a dictator, but more like a father. His job is to be of service to everyone else in the institution, which is really, again, more like a family. Consider how the Holy Father is even called a father in that title. And even the word Pope is actually a nickname that means Papa. His office is the Bishop of Rome, but he's also called the Servant of the Servants of God, which means he holds this office not in order to order us around, but instead to share the truth of our faith and lead us closer to Christ, like a dad, like a father. He fulfills this role out of love, as a father would guide his children. Similarly, Grandmaster Yoda, as the head of the Jedi Order, has a visible affection for all Jedi and even for all of life, much like the Holy Father also loves non-Catholics and all of God's creation. You can see Yoda many times giving wise and kind instruction to everyone, from Jedi Masters serving with him on the Jedi High Council, all the way down to younglings that he takes the time to personally train as they learn more about the selfless and virtuous life of the Jedi. He even goes so far as to respect and even encourage the unique gifts present in every being, including clones during the Clone Wars, whom many others in the Republic consider to be just automatons and bred merely to die for the greater good of the Republic. But not Yoda. Even on the battlefield, he's willing to take the time to talk to them personally, to offer encouragement, and help them recognize their vocations in the wider conflict of the war and the Republic. If you like this analysis and agree, be sure to click that like button. And if you'd like more Finding Faith in Fun videos from Catholic Plus, click that subscribe button and tap the bell icon to join the Catholic Plus team. Continuing with the connections between Star Wars and Catholicism, we have a continuation of that hierarchy throughout the rest of the Order or the Church. So, serving with Yoda at the top of the Jedi is the High Council, which is made up of 12 members, which strongly correlates to that significant number in the Old Testament as the 12 tribes of Israel, and thereafter fulfilled in the 12 apostles called to the ministry by Jesus Christ himself. Their role of service is guided by Jesus' teaching that the first will be last and the last will be first, as well as Jesus' example to St. Peter when he was washing Peter's feet. And Jesus tells Peter, "As I've done for you, so you must also do for others." This Jedi High Council would resemble something like the cardinals of the Catholic Church today, who presumably would elect a new Grand Master to the Jedi Order should Yoda die or choose to retire from that position, much like the cardinals of the Catholic Church elect the new Pope if he dies, like Pope St. John Paul II, or if he retires, like Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. Other Jedi Masters may be similar to like Catholic bishops, and regular Jedi in general might be considered equivalent to priests. Padawan in training to become Jedi, like Obi-Wan Kenobi being trained by Qui-Gon Jinn, bear a striking resemblance to seminarians being trained for that heroic life of service that must also be earned through training and personal as well as spiritual development. Finally, younglings in the Jedi Order could be like faithful of the Church, who have Force sensitivity or like sensitivity to God's grace and a relationship with Him, but not the Sacrament of Holy Orders. Now, admittedly, no analogy is perfect, but I think the connections between Yoda and the Pope, as well as the Jedi Order and the hierarchy of the Catholic Church, is striking. Furthermore, I think that in a world where such institutions are under attack, there are also those who can see the necessity of the structure and community that is built within such an organization. With so many things attacking our Catholic values today, I find it refreshing how well the Jedi demonstrate the values of what we have in Catholicism, like the Holy Father, the Pope, and the hierarchical structure of the Church. But what did you think of this analysis? And did I miss anything? Comment below so that we can share more spiritual thoughts together. If you're proud to be Catholic and a fan of Star Wars, click the share button below to help evangelize with us. Special thanks to all Catholic Plus patrons who make everything we do at Catholic Plus possible. To see the thank you gifts you can receive by supporting Catholic Plus, like my book on Star Wars and Catholicism, check out our Patreon page in the description below. God bless you, and I'll see you again soon.